Okay, here we go. I'm transferring the meat from the from the pan into a bag. And Kayla's going to help me out again. And got the meat in the bag. And again, I put holes in mine so that the juices would be absorbed through the meat really well. And like my mom, she used one of those tenderizers. You could beat it and that'll let you get even more seasoning in. And now I'm going to take the leftover sauce from the pan that it was in. I'm going to pour that into the bag. Kayla is not helping this time. She's watching instead. Put it over there. Oh, not in the sink. Put it on the counter. Okay, now if you didn't want to use the bag, you can let it marinate in the pan that you're going to cook it in, and then just rinse it out the next day when you rinse the marinade off. But that way you have less dishes to clean. But the plastic bag, the directions on the bottle say to get all the air out of the bag before you seal it up. It's going to be kind of hard with this bag because the meat is almost bigger than the bag, but I can get it sealed up. Just a second. And putting the meat in the bag. And then from this point, make sure it's zipped up really good, because what you're going to do is you want to lay it flat so that you can turn it over every 2 to 4 hours to make sure it gets the maximum amount of marinade on each side of the meat and it gets to be absorbed. I suggest letting it soak in the marinade for 24 hours. It says no 4 to 8 hours should be enough, but after you put it in the bag like this, then you can just stick it in the refrigerator, and the next day when you're ready to put it in your roaster like I'm gonna do, you just take it out of the bag and put it in the pan, and you can leave the herbs on there. You don't have to rinse it. Let me make sure.
Thank you for not sneezing on me.
Okay, place in the refrigerator and turn every half hour for 4 hours more or less. Do less tender cuts of meat for a longer time. So this pork loin's a little tough, so I'll let it stay in there for more than 4 hours. Turning every 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, I would suggest 24 hours if possible. Okay, yeah, you don't have to pour the stuff off. You can just leave it on there. So when I put it in, I'm just going to pour the contents into the pan tomorrow when I get ready to cook it. And I'm going to do a video tomorrow showing you what it looks like after I cook it, and I'll show you how I set my roaster pan to cook it. And I use a roaster pan that is like a crock pot, and you just put it in there, make sure you got plenty of liquid, and just leave it in there and set it down on low, and you won't have to worry about it. Alrighty, I will see you back tomorrow when I'm putting it in the roaster pan.